Hello, welcome back to video number 2. And I want to talk to you about my arty book pitch about artists' book careers, which is pretty cool. We're going to have a lot of visuals to look at as well today. So last time in video number 1, we looked at a handful of books in a variety of themes and types of arty books. But today we're going to look at the lucrative work by 4 artists that make a very good living from their illustrated books. We talked briefly about if you don't think of yourself as a writer, and we're going to talk today about what if you don't think of yourself as an artist, and I have some surprising books to show you in that sphere. But what we're going to talk about is we said that you write emails, you write texts, you talk, those are words. But I want you to know too that you will get an editor or an art director who will help guide you. They want your book to succeed. They're very excited about your book. They want it to do well, and they're going to help you. A copy editor is going to help you with the grammar, the punctuation. They won't even help you. They'll just clean it up for you. Choomp. So you don't have to worry about that. Another way to get written word is to use quotes, interviewing people. We talked about that in the first video. If you do a craft book, it's more step by step, so you don't have to worry about stylish language or anything like that. You're giving the instructional steps to create whatever it is, the craft or the art. Okay, if English isn't your first language, that's okay, as long as you're conversational. If you can get somebody to clean it up for you before you submit, that would be ideal. In some cases, a publisher will get you a co-author, a co-writer to help, to maybe interview you or ask you questions, depending on how big your platform is, to be honest. Let's see. It's competitive. I'll be honest, it is. That's why I'm going to help you make the best book you possibly can. You need a great pitch. But do you know 1.5 million new titles were published in 2021 alone? That's 1.5 million book deals. Isn't that crazy? So as an agent, one of my jobs is to think about what markets to encourage my artists to make work for, and for us to go after to get them work. And several years ago, there were digital books, Kindle and so forth, but there's still nothing like holding a book. Even when you binge watch a show, there's nothing like a book, particularly a book that you can hold, write in, reflect on, learn from, bookmark. So yes, this in particular, arty books are here to stay. Okay, let's look at the PowerPoint. I'm going to show you 4 artists. So books are also a form of self-promotion. When you do a book, it's going to drive more traffic to whatever product you're selling, or your e-courses, or your work on Etsy, or consulting, or anything that you do. So that's really good to know. So let's see, let us share some screen here. And here we go. So this is the name of the course, as you know. Here we have Mirali Patel, just does really gorgeous work. She's done a number of books, and she just keeps getting better. In class, we're going to talk about why she keeps getting book deals for all of these. We'll go into greater details, but for now, I just want to show you some things. This is Lisa Congdon. I'm sure many of you know her. We did represent her for quite some time, and we worked on the Wherever You Are, Be a Good One and the Tender Buttons books. Those are books we did with her at our agency with publishers. Okay, she does a lot of her books are on art career, but like Art Inc. and the art Your Artistic Voice. Leave a Trail of Stars is inspirational, Whatever You Are, Be a Good One, with visuals. And these are two of her recent books. I want you to notice too how strong these are visually, how well the covers will read small on Amazon. On the left is a deck, and on the right is a book of elements, which is really cool. It would have made me like science in those days. And I believe her father was a physicist or some kind of scientist. So she has a big career with book. Katie Daisy, this is from her Amazon page. I think you all know Katie Daisy, very visually driven, very little text, tons of art. Look at all these. I took these off of Amazon. Look at all these books. And she's got a sticker. She's got sticker collections too. And there were even more things than just this. You see also some stationery here and decks and journals and calendars and date books and everything. Strong visual art, strong, gorgeous illustration. These are the covers of her books. These are ones I own. And yeah, it's addicting. Very beautiful. And look at her lettering. Do not copy her style. Do your own thing. Do not copy anybody's work. This is the inside of those books, and you can see there's a relatively blank page on one with a quote. This is Nocturnal Animals, where she draws them all and so forth. Okay, this is Katie Vernon. She's one of my artists. She did not write these books. She illustrated them, and this Practical Magic little kit book thing, she did that. She has actually just gotten her third deal. We've gotten her third deal for her authored illustrated picture book, picked up by a major publisher as of this video. So last time we talked about what if you don't think think of yourself as a writer, but what if you don't think of yourself as an artist? Well, you don't need to draw pictures. You can take pictures with your phone, or in some cases you'll get a photographer if it just depends what the project is. You can use handwriting and photos. You can do instructional anecdotes. Well, let me just cut to two books, very huge sellers. Steal Like an Artist, How to Be an Explorer of the World. I did a little scribble and a post-it for you for scale. Let's look inside. These are both black and white books because when they came out some time ago, color interiors was very expensive. That's not the case anymore. And you see this one by Carrie Smith is black and white photographs and her handwriting. And this by Austin Kleon is just like a, whatever this is, a little simple thing. Okay, I can't wait to show you this next slide. Math with bad drawings. I mean, that is so cool because it's like very honest, very real, and like, okay, I can't draw. Ben Orlin is the author, but I know a lot about math, and I actually bought this and can't wait to read it because I want to learn some things about math, and I'm sure it's taught in a really, really cool way. There's humor, there's a bit of sort of self-deprecating quality to the title. Very cool. Here's another interior picture. Then I want to show you his spin-offs. It did so well. He's got 2 more books as of this video. Math Games with Bad Drawings, 75 1/4 Simple, Challenging, Go Anywhere Games and Why They Matter. Change is the only constant, the wisdom of calculus in a madcap world. That would be cool. I remember in high school, all these kids were taking calculus. I'm like, what is calculus? I still don't know. Didn't know then, don't know now. But I'd like to know. I bet it's interesting. They seemed interested. And then this last one is not what you'd call typically fabulous illustration. Hyperbole and a half, unfortunate situations, flawed coping mechanisms, and mayhem and other things that happened. So let's see. So I want you to look at the art and the interior here. Okay. So look at the drawings. Very simple, very simple. And finally, what does a book give you in addition to satisfaction and money? It brings opportunities to you, like speaking engagements, teaching opportunities, illustration gigs, more illustration gigs, writing for columns, being interviewed on podcasts, and much more. And all these things I have done personally. Here are two more books I just wanted to show you by my artist, Sarah Walsh. She did not write them, but she illustrated them. But they will give you some ideas of kinds of books you could write and illustrate. So I'm going to stop the share. We're going to go back here and let's see. So I want to talk to you about once you get the book deal, because this is the fun part, of course. You're going to get the support of the art director and the editor. And in this course, you're going to come up with a bunch of ideas. You're going to organize them. I'm going to help you in cool ways. And that will be your table of contents, which you will submit in your proposal, your pitch. Then when you get the book deal, you will have that table of contents, boom, 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 and you will know what to write. So it's nice. You write the table of contents, but don't have to do the book yet. And then when you have to do the book, you already have the table of contents. So it's sort of breaking up the workload in manageable ways. I want to talk to you about writing books. You can dictate on your phone and have it transcribe automatically with the voice app. I'll tell you about this in class. I wrote my first book on Tuesdays and Friday mornings after my workout. I'd go to a cafe when my brain was all, oxygenated. So that is a good thing for you to think about how you're going to write your book. For my second book, I wrote every morning early on my chartreuse velvet armchair with a cup of coffee and my coffee warmer and embroidery. And this was in the winter in Boston, so it was cold. I had my coffee. Now what I want you to do is to get out a piece of paper. We're going to journal a little bit. And here's what I want you to think about. Imagine you've gotten your next book deal from your agent or the editor. You've gotten your book deal. Where are you when you get the email? Are you sitting in a special chair or at your desk? Are you taking a walk? Are you seeing it on your phone? So where are you? Describe it. Where are you when you're dreaming up ideas for the book and you're writing? Are you curled up on the sofa in a cafe, on a mountaintop, in a foreign country, like my co-founder of Make Art That Sells, the e-course platform, Beth Kempton, wrote one book in Costa Rica. She's now on her way to Japan to write her 5th or 6th book. She's my role model for writers. Now I want you to write down, imagine working with the editor or agent, an art director, and describe them. What are they like? Are they kind, smart, helpful, funny? Are you excited to tell them your ideas and feel safe and supported? Are you eager to embrace what they have to teach you? Describe or draw what comes to you, and you can pause the video and breathe. In the next video, we're going to look at all the cool ways that you can make your pages, formats, and what I call components. So not everything has to be text and an illustration. You can break it up in a number of ways. And we'll do a worksheet together to get you thinking about your own book. Hope you found that helpful, and I can't wait to see you in class, because I can't wait to see the cool books you're going to do. That's what makes my boat float. Thanks.